hey, what's going on out here in these pop culture streets?
What's not going on out here, Tory Lowe? All right, if there's not already violence happening right here in the city of Milwaukee, it's happening in Canada. All right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Your boy.
Yeah, your boy. Rose. That's my nickname. All right, for a review of those of you who do not know, how do I want to go about this?
Well, what happened, Benjamin?
So for those of you guys who know, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar rap beef has been going nuts for the past, since like April? Okay, since April they've been going back and forth. So as we do know now, Drake has lost that battle and Canadians are feeling some type of way. And one particular rapper and CEO and the biggest boss that we have seen thus far also dropped a diss record towards Drake. All right. However, he decided that he felt like he still had standing ground in Canada. All right. So Rick Ross travels to Canada on, I believe it's an alleged tour that he has going on. And he stopped
Vancouver.
He stopped over in Vancouver, Canada. And those folks had a few choice awards for him. All right. Apparently, he got punched in the face out there.
I seen the video.
How did it make y'all feel?
Drake got goons out here, y'all. Like, don't get it twisted.
They say he got ghost fighters.
Drake out here has a gang of people who
over there
ride
in
for
his,
him, okay?
What make you think you're going to go somewhere in somebody's hometown where they live?
In their country.
In their country. And play a diss record. And they said he did it after he was leaving off stage. He played the diss record after he was leaving off stage. Cued the DJ to play the record.
They not like us.
And then they confronted him coming from off the stage.
Correct.
Him and his team got them paws put on him, okay? His big old body card. We were just talking about big backs in the other our show previously on Gym with Juice just now. And he got beat up. He was on the ground getting ganged up on by like 4 Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like it was more than that, but 4 really that attacked. But that
on one person.
Hold on,
it was other people.
The bodyguard. See, sometimes when I see big bodyguards, I know it's for intimidation. Because this guy did not know how to fight at all.
I was surprised that nobody bring out like the heat or something.
Wait a minute. If you were like getting paid to protect a celebrity, don't you got to know like a certain level of boxing
combat,
or some type of
people
combat
be hiring
skill?
their friends.
You think that's a Rick Ross friend?
So they get the biggest person. So you telling me they get the biggest person to put security on the back?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's what it looked like.
That's just disrespectful what Rick Ross did, because it's like he assumed that they would be soft. You know, he assumed that they wasn't gonna step to him. He assumed that they were just gonna let it go. And then Meek Mill came on afterwards while he was getting beat up. It was just too much going on, bro. It was just too much.
Like this to rap like this.
Hold on. Well, first of all, it's sad because I heard the N-word a couple times.
Oh, a lot of times.
And these were white males.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
he said, "What's up?"
It was a lot going on with that video. And a lot of people, Rick Ross is a troll. He's been trolling Drake. He's been trolling other people. But now 50 Cent and Rick Ross, the mother of his child, his former girlfriend, his former partner, they're all over social media, you know, bringing smoke to Rick Ross for the situation.
They're clowning him.
But a lot of people say that he deserved that because of how he operates. That was karma that came back on top of it.
You know, some people may say it's karma, but I just think this is really one of the perils of being in hip-hop and dissing somebody who, again, you know, happens to have been running the game for the past decade. You know, we said this before when it came down to the Kendrick Lamar and Drake rap battle. We were like, you know what? Hopefully no blood gets shed after this, right? Like, hopefully it just stays, you know, non-violent and just stays on wax. However, you know, I personally was already thinking that it wouldn't be Kendrick Lamar or Drake who would actually be the person to start some violence. It's never necessarily them. It's like it's their fans, right? Because they got crazy fans out there.
Right.
You know, me and Juice was kind of talking about this yesterday, right? We were talking about fans. Like, I'm pretty certain there's a fan right now in Toronto who prays to Drake each and every day, got candles lit up for Drake each and every day, practices and prays for rituals each
listen
and every day.
Listen to the music to get through their day.
Listen to Drake to get through their day.
There's some people that listen to Kendrick to get through their day.
That's true, but to these Drake fans out there in Canada, he may be a god to them. So, they're waiting one day to go see a Kendrick Lamar. They're waiting to see a Rick Ross, and when those things happen, they might do something crazy, just like these fans right now. Like, they were kicking and punching Rick Ross, the security guard, got kicked in the face about 2 times. And it's just like, man, again, you would think that Rick Ross would be better prepared for something like this, or may even be like, you know what, I'm not going to go to Canada, and I'm going to stay away from there, but apparently not. He decided to go there and thought he'd be met with loving arms and hugs, but nope, that was not the case.
I'll say this, you got to know where you at all times. That's a part of strategy. You got to know where you at and how to behave, how to conduct yourself, no matter where you at. And if your ego gets you in a place where your ego takes you beyond what the strategy should be, it ends up what happened to Rick Ross. Yeah,
think so,
because to me his ego took over. Because that's like somebody coming.
I mean, he could have been at the BET Awards.
Hold on. Let's say somebody got problems with you. They go by your house.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
you asking for it.
Yeah, you
much.
definitely asking for it, because your family might take offense to it. You may not be around, but if somebody that they know that don't like you is over by your house,
you asking for that energy.
It seems like you trying to ask for that energy, or you disrespecting the crowd at that point, or the people that would be more in favor of Drake due to the fact that it's in his home country.
That is I can see your perspective, because that's exactly what one of these gentlemen went on to go say. You're playing the Kendrick Lamar, they not like us beat. You know what's going on right now. Nah, we can't have this. And again, they decided to act in the manner they felt like was appropriate. Mm-hmm. Do I find violence to be appropriate? No. I thought they could have did something different. If they really felt some type of way, they could have held signs up out of there. They could have been like, you know what, we don't Rick Ross here in Vancouver. They could have done those types of things. They could have advocated for Rick Ross not to be inside of the city of Vancouver. And this is just Vancouver. Rick Ross still has to go to Toronto. And that's Drake's hometown.
But he did that after the show, right?
Right.
What, that Kendrick Lamar beat?
Yeah, that was when he was exiting.
So
that's
when would they have
I'm
had the signs up?
Well, I'm just saying, if they already felt this type of way, if they already harnessed this kind of heinous energy towards Rick Ross, they could have went.
But see, I think they weren't feeling that way until after he did what he did.
They not like us. They not.
I believe the confrontation wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, the confrontation
if he'd have just walked off stage.
They was waiting for it though. If you think about it,
I mean, no, I think they were there
just
to
let you play
enjoy
Kendrick Lamar.
the concert.
You
and
play
then
Kendrick Lamar.
He became disrespectful by playing the Not Like Us on purposefully in his country. You know what I'm saying?
If you purposely go by where you feel that the negative energy is the most, when it comes to somebody you may dislike, you going over into that area, basically challenging the crowd at this point, because you obviously performed. He
definitely performed.
It was all good. I believe that the confrontation happened when he trolled the crowd with them.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why I don't deal with negativity, man. And anytime there's negativity, you just need to leave it alone. And ultimately, when you're over in Canada, just know that there's white N-words too.
Well, what would you have done, Benjamin?
If I was Rick Ross or the people?
If you were Rick Ross.
If I was Rick Ross, I would have just escorted myself out. I would have still played that They Not Like Us at some point, though. I would have trolled them. But I would have.
You would have got beat up.
Nah. I'm
While
not
you
Rosé.
riding off in the tour bus, you would have played it.
To me, that was all right. To me, that was irresponsible of Rick Ross as a leader, because he was outnumbered. His boys got beat up. His security got beat up. He got punched. He put them in a lot of danger. He as a leader, you're supposed to think beyond what you're doing. You got to look out for everybody around you. And you got to do what's best for everybody around you, not have your ego so inflated that you think that you're going to troll somebody in their hometown, not knowing the dangers that you could put your people in. And that, to me, was the immaturity. Rick Ross always talk about boss, this and that. But that wasn't a boss move. That was definitely a pawn move. He put his people, his friends in jeopardy. I don't know who the guy in the white shirt that got knocked out. I don't even know who he was. But he was trying to defend Rick Ross and got knocked out.
Yeah.
The security got beat up. It's another video where they pushed him out the back out of the back gate,
back fence or whatever.
So he left out of there and left his people in there.
That's true.
And it's like off for what?
For nothing.
Like what did he think the outcome
is ego.
Like was gonna be? What was he doing that for? Because look at what happened. And now he's over here trying to troll on social media as though he didn't get hit or anything like that. But people said he did get hit in his lip, but he keep covering up his lip in the video with a glass of orange juice with him on the PJ, so you don't see that something happened to his lip. I want to see your whole face, Rick Ross. I want to make sure you ain't get no scratches, no bruises, no busted lips out here, because don't be laughing and making it seem like, oh, we good over here when you clearly are messed up.
Somebody said in the talk to text, Biggie going to Cali, same thing.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
Yeah,
going into enemy territory.
I know for a fact Ross wouldn't have done that in Houston.
But see, I just think it comes down to, like you said before, knowing where you at. Because Drake did this to Meek Mill. Drake, when he had the back-to-back record going on, he went straight to Philly. Played it. Whole Philly fans out there cheering, hooraying.
Well, I'll tell you this. Drake have a little bit more security than. I know that Drake, a lot of the top entertainers, they get ex-police officers. They get real security. Rick Ross had his buddies.
That's real. You know what? You're right about that. Because you definitely do need more heavier security. Because I know even when Rick Ross travels to Chicago, he has bigger security because he has a big thing against the GDs in Chicago.
And I don't know if Meek Mill has like a super large core fan base that's going to beat up
hometown.
I think his
talking 2015.
He's still taking a chance.
His hometown was like bumping that Drake diss. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Come on now.
Hey. I mean, think about it this way. If somebody was dissing Lakia and they came here, are we going to defend them?
Ooh.
Hey, you going to find out and see. You going to find out and see. That's all I'm saying. Like, because you still taking a chance.
Defend her honor.
You still taking a chance regardless.
Right.
I mean, you're going to find out and see, because really a lot of times it's unexpected too. That was totally unexpected, or they wouldn't have went down there and been so open to the crowd. So when you get struck on, you don't know who's in the crowd for whatever purpose once you walk into enemy territory. That's all I'm saying.
Some good did come out of this, though, y'all.
I don't even want to know.
I was waiting for y'all to say, oh, what
happened, Ben?
We know your antics. What do you want to say?
What good came out of it, Ben Jammin?
No, I mean, seriously, Rick Ross in the end ended up buying his whole team Wingstop. So everybody got a chance to eat at the end.
Wingstop bought them a Wingstop.
That's different. That's different.
Hey.
Right there. That's different. Because I
that
swear,
would be a good payback.
If I have to get beat up for you, I better own a Wingstop at the end of this. Like, something better shake.
Look, when we come back, we're gonna have more pop culture report with Ben Jammin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice, Truth Nation.
Keeping it juicy, y'all.
Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.